Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 6 of Worth the Wait. I am Just Okay Caters here with my ever-capable co-host.
Just okay, Wally. I'm happy to be here.
And like always, we have got 6 great games to show you, so Wally, why don't you start us off with our third round picks?
Excellent. Let's dig right in. My number 3 pick this week is Wishful Lie by Player One Games. They're two students, developers who released a game out called Forget Me Not Annie in 2012, and they invited some friends and family to play it, and it turned out to be really successful. And now they're making a formal entry of that kind of game through Kickstarter's assistance, where you are a schizophrenic girl and her imaginary teddy bear trying to discover what caused her psychotic break, all while hunting imaginary demons and trying to solve puzzles to progress through the story.
And what's really cool is that you switched between the two, but they each kind of have different playstyles. Like Lily is going to want to hide, and Howard can sort of summon things to fight with. And they're the developers there. They're just kids.
Yeah,
but
so
dang,
super talented though. Yeah, super talented.
Yeah.
I kind of makes me jealous, but I really want to make sure these guys get support because there's only
they're needing it.
Yeah, 14 days in, and they're $48,000 to go. So anything I can do to help get attention for these guys before it's over, I'll do.
Yeah, because I get scared easy, and I like to be scared, so I would love to see this game make it. They need the support, and this is already greenlit on Steam.
Yep, greenlit by the community, so it's good to go. So let's give these guys a final push towards the end if we can, and
yeah, let's do it.
Move on to your game.
Yeah, alright, my third pick this week is Standpoint. It is a gravity-shifting puzzle game, so it's, you know, kind of in the same areas like your Portal and your Antechamber. And this is, you can vote for this to be on Steam Greenlight, so go and vote. You're guided by a narrator, and oh, there is a demo. It's really fun. It takes like 20 minutes to do. It's on their Kickstarter page.
I'm downloading it.
I loved it. Yeah, it's so simple, but it's really captivating. It's like you're walking through a comic.
I could see people getting motion sickness from this, but this is the kind of stuff I just live for. The whole spinning around and changing the orientation, that's one of the few kind of puzzle things I actually enjoy. So I'm going to really give this a shot.
Yeah, I started off so slowly and having to orient myself, and then by the time I was 5 minutes in, I was just click, 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 flying through that corridor.
Portal people are going to love this.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, so those are our third picks this week.
Cool. Well, moving on. My number 2 pick this week is Epoch Return. I keep on wanting to say The Return, but it's Epoch Return. And this is going to start a trend for some of the games we've picked this week, and you'll see that going forward. But it's where you explore an unknown alien world, and you're helping your crew get back into space. You crash landed. There's actually a huge narrative approach to this, rather than just a simulation of trying to get off into space again. There's other ships that have crash landed. There's a mystery to why you've crashed. And it's a huge map, and you just need to explore everything, gather resources, harvest what materials you can, so you can both discover the mystery of this place while also trying to get yourself back into orbit.
And not meaning to interrupt, but you play, I believe, as a husband and wife.
You do. You totally do.
Which I think is really cool, because we don't really see that dynamic much in video games.
No, and I really think that adds some enrichment to the story. It gives you a personal stake, as well as a way of kind of identifying with the characters.
No, I think it's absolutely wonderful. And this trailer is so good, the sound editing in it. That's something that people don't talk about a lot. The sound editing is so ridiculously good. It's really well done.
Check out this video. You're going to really love the sound editing.
Yeah, you're going to love it.
And look at him take off, too. I mean, there's almost like a tribes element to the movement scheme, and I really love how open and just crazy it is. I could see myself bounding from dune to dune just to sort of figure out what the heck is going on in this strange alien world.
It's really professional.
Cool. What's your game?
Mine is going completely differently. Is Duelist. Now, Duelist is a squad-based tactical combat game, and it's going to have online ranked play and draft play and all of that. And what's really cool is that the developers who are doing this game are also developers who have come from games like Diablo 3, Rogue Legacy, Ratchet and Clank, like really big time developers. so they really know what they're doing, and they are going to put out a really high quality product.
That's one hell of a pedigree, yeah.
Oh yeah, and so you're gonna have choices between like hundreds of these characters that you can put in your squad, so no battle is gonna be alike. I'm not big into turn-based games, but I know that the audience is huge, so people are gonna go nuts for this.
They're not my how do I put this? Turn-based games are not my first choice, and they're not what I'm usually comfortable with. But if it's done properly, I'm a huge fan. Like on the PlayStation 2, it's a kind of an old callback, like Disgaea and stuff, and I'm getting huge vibes like that from this, and it looks like a lot of fun. And the art direction alone looks impressive.
It really does. I think that this has such a great group of people working on it that no matter what your taste is, it's gonna be impressive. And now if you do back this game for $150, what I thought was kind of interesting, you're gonna get this really nice statue of one of the characters whose legs are actually crumpling from the weight of her breasts.
Apparently, yeah, they're buckling inward.
So, but that, anyways, moving on to the best picks.
Space, the final frontier.
My number one pick this week is in the same vein as Epoch, but a bit more simulation, a bit more serious, a bit more rooted in science. PeriAreion. I dare you to say that 5 times fast. Basically, it's still rough cut, but you're supposed to be the kind of the mission control project manager for a manned expedition to Mars. And the more you explore Mars, the more you expand the modules and living space and survive first and foremost too. Because the only enemy is the elements. You can get more researchers to come in, more colonists, and it's a very big scientific challenge, but also an enjoyable one in trying to help this colony grow.
So this isn't about fending off your home from invaders.
No, this is
about surviving in this wasteland, and this wasteland that we have no knowledge of.
Yeah, it's very much a scientific appreciative approach to Mars colonization.
Well, maybe this is what happens to the Kerbal space program.
This is the next logical step.
This is the next step. Yeah.
Well, cool. That's the guy. You want to move on to yours?
Yeah, I would love to.
Here we go.
All right, we have another space game, another space theme. This is Proven Lands, and it looks so pretty. I love this color scheme. Yeah, and so this is going to come out in 5 episodes, and it is a spacebox survival game, or a space box.
Space box? Is that like Xbox?
It's like a sandbox game in space, is what it is.
Okay.
So yeah, it's kind of like your sci-fi meet Don't Starve.
Okay.
Because there's gonna be a lot riding on survival, but you're gonna be micromanaging. And who doesn't love micromanaging?
In the right conditions, micromanaging is a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, it is. A lot of people don't like it, but I do, and I'm the one who picked this game.
Good.
So
screw them.
Screw them.
Whoever they are.
So what's cool about this is that it really is very open world and all of that, but it is driven by your own story. There are NPCs, there are quest givers, there is a class-based system. So that is really nice.
So it's a simple approach, but a lot of depth, and I like that.
Exactly. It is, and the thing is, it is as much depth as you want it to be.
Which I also like, and that's definitely the kind of game that we're getting into more and more with like Rust and stuff, where you kind of drive the game doesn't drive you.
Yes. And it's on Steam Greenlight. Go vote for it, everyone.
Loving the Greenlight love this week.
Yeah, a lot of it.
Well, cool.
All right. Those are our picks.
And
we're about to wrap things up here, Wally.
Yeah, it's been a great week. Good games, and all of them are well deserving of attention. Seriously, go out, watch the videos, download demos, check out these games, because the ones we picked this week I think really could use the boost. And we'll catch you next week. And just before we go, just want to remind you, there's a lot more than just worth the wait. We have a lot of videos, and we have a podcast, and you can get it all at justokgamers.com or facebook.com/justokgamers, and of course our YouTube channel, which is also Just Okay Gamers.
All right, see you next week.
See you next week.
Worth the wait, worth the wait, worth the wait, worth the wait, worth the wait.